You call this a review? I've left more interesting things in the toilet.
Hi friends. Today on the Lips Tube, we are taking a look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends series, Marvel Studios, Spider-Man, No Way Home, Armadillo, Build-A-Figure Wave, Jonah Jameson, played by J.K. Simmons. Looking just so in that box, right? Looking real nice. A little bit of artwork on the side. Can't escape Spider-Man's head, even on Jonah's packaging. A little bit of a read up there. Some wave mates. And we're just gonna tear right into this sucker. Just gimme that. Gimme that toy. Yeah. Look at that. Free. Okay. Comes with all that you see here. I'm going to find all of your treasures. Whew. There's that head. Massive claw. He comes with an optional arm attachment for when he gets his... Never mind. I don't know where that's going. Nowhere even that funny. Couple of big old palms. And rah! Look at that. First impressions. Old bald dude on a suit body. Killer. $20 well spent.
Does this smell funny to you?
Out of the package, we got old 3J looking real nice. This is a fine likeness of J.K. Simmons here. Traditionally, in the comic books, Peter Parker would do freelance photography work for the newspaper The Daily Bugle, of which Jameson was editor-in-chief. In current continuity, he is the executive reporter of the dailybugle.net and made it his personal mission to discredit the masked vigilante known as Spider-Man. This one is really nicely done. Found him in a store, but it's funny to think of that idea of guys picking through him looking for a better paint job. It's like, this is the only one. It's the only one you're ever gonna see. So you just take the thing if you want the thing. And then cancel your pre-orders that say weird crap like March when you're finding him in November. Suit body, buttoned up shirt, accusatory pointing finger. Gotta like the occasional, that thing. Fisted hand here, all these nice wrinkles in the suit. Checking out the legs. I mean, big, bold printing and dates and crap all over his inner thigh. That's not awkward. You couldn't have put that on the bottom of the foot or something. Oh, wait, it is. Thanks, guys. It doesn't rub off. It's whatever. Back of the suit here, you get some nice wrinkles and folds. I'm sure we've seen suit bodies before and ridiculous shoes. These ones look a little different. It's got the slippered style. It's appeared somewhere before. I can't buy every friggin' suit body that comes along. He stands maybe a little easier. No, don't let me lie to you. I took like 10 minutes just trying to get him to stand there for 2 seconds just so I could pick him up again. But aesthetically, this really does the trick.
Get me dick pics of Spider-Man.
For articulation, y'all know what it be. You get his special head on this hinge, kicking way back, coming almost off of that thing, but it's still there, looking way down, looking down his nose at you, bending up his neck some. Good tilt. Fancy tilt. And then these standard suit bodies, you might have a little trouble working that ball-jointed shoulder up. This one's going up much easier. In time, you'll get him there. That doesn't matter that much. Bicep cut at the suit, breaking up the sculpt. Oh no! Double jointed elbow, folds all the way in half. All the way in half. Coming on down, you can see that little bit of a diaphragm cut there, or maybe that's gonna be ab crunch. He can hunch forward like that. Back a little bit. This is a soft material, of course, but it is a bit restrictive. You can see up in there at his belt, his waist. Coming down here, these are on ball pegs. They come out, yay far. And this is back now. They come back a little, way forward. Get that upper thigh cut. Get that double jointed knee. Big fat knee piece, showing all the pins. Sure, use the heck out of these suit bodies. What else do you do? Guys wearing a suit, what do you want? You know what I'm saying? Okay, back on this funny little half-heeled Italian boot, whatever. Wingtips. There's like no forward to speak of. That really hampers the standing. Even though they have this cuffed, you can see they're trying. Rocking, or rather they tried many years ago when they created this suit body. Is this Coulson? No, this isn't Coulson. He's got the open shirt. But these are just special pieces. This is Jonah Jameson, silly. Articulation, pretty standard for this type of figure. He's really going to struggle to stand, as usual. Get him there before you put him way up on your high shelf up there towards the ceiling. For accessories,
I'm old! You're going to have to yell!
For accessories, we've already put on the optional hands, even with that little detailed ring on his sausage fingers on both of those. That is nice. And the yelling extra head. Love the extra heads, man. That puts these things way over the top for me, even though it's like all reuse except for the heads. And maybe these hands, it's not that typical funny flat-palmed FU hand, you know what I mean? We're all flying or swimming. We're not all the Submariner, man. Give me something else. Oh, we're saluting. We're snapping a crisp one. No, this is really nice, though. This extra head here. Here, let's bring it up here. Talk to the hand. You can see that thing, all these nice wrinkles and folds and lines sculpted into there. Vein work. That is fantastic. Just a series of little dots. One step removed from a nice Hitler stash. Brush your coat off a little. Where you been at? Yeah, these heads are both. These are fantastic. Really well done here. This is absolutely the highlight. $20 for some Jameson heads, but hey,
everybody, calm down. Bring it down.
He comes with a couple extra hands with varying gestures, not just like nonsensically gripping hands for nothing. And he comes with extra heads, So I am pretty stoked about that.
Leave a like or you're fired.
Old 3J stands about 6 3/16 of an inch to the top of his flesh. This comparison's not really necessary, right? Because they're all like 90% the same figure, which I get, reuse being what it is. And if you're gonna redo the figure, that's the first place I'd look, right? Earlier iterations of the same character, even though these are comic book variations, that's the movie. But you're a dude in wearing suits, slacks, what have you. I thought it would be more fun with all these newspapers, that comic one that comes with, that is gold, to spotlight some of that. This like, yes, in fact, they all even have the same shoe, He has a different shirt piece here, and it's probably just that upper torso that is the same, really. Put a tie on that and a vest instead of a coat. Larger, say, comic arms, but I think these shoulders and maybe even some of that sleeve, even the line work on the sleeve looks the same, as odd as that is. Part of the same mold? I don't know. He's got the big fat comic book hands. What I really wanted to point out, though, that sort of reuse is all well and good, but like, and you still can't stand these things. Isn't that fun? I just used the garbage on there to bulk that up. But here's the deal. If you're going to use a head for this unique Jameson figure, you're not even like giving us any new parts except the friggin' tie. The guy who was like, I know, let's just use the head we gave you on the chameleon figure like 7 friggin' years ago, I'd be like, you're fired. You're fired. Look, that is the same head. And it's not a bad head, but that should just be a cool bonus for those of us that had that chameleon. Or an extra head in addition to the new sculpt you gave us like friggin' 7 years later. Come on now. And you can see once again, these are also identical, except that he's got this collared piece with the tie. Even this is going to be the same. It's just a different neck area. So reuse is reuse, but pretty lazy in that regard. And of course, we're going to trot out other figures from this wave, as well as the larger Marvel universe, to see how they all stack up together, side by side. They look great. They look in continuity. I may have said this before somewhere, but I love that about the Hasbro stuff, is it has a style. They don't like veer and do ones based on a specific artist to an extent, so that all your figures look like they fit together. And it encourages the hoarding of them. Whereas if you do like Greg Capullo style Batman figures, what else am I thinking of? They're doing the Dark Knight ones or whatever. You could just buy that set and wash your hands of it, And you don't want that. You don't want that as the toy manufacturer. You want to build in all this insanity, the hoarding, It doesn't take much to push me over that edge. And then we have Jameson with Mysterio, who also appeared for the first time in Spider-Man Far From Home, without a Jake Gyllenhaal head, though. It's like, what's up with that, bro? You think you're too good to put your head on a toy? We watched you jerk off in a bathroom stall in Jarhead. Come on now. And I like to shake it up a little bit. I think the toys are a perfect opportunity to mesh figures that are in the same universe, but maybe you won't ever see side by side, like Tessa Thompson's Valkyrie from Thor Ragnarok. Loved her in that. And here he is with Shriek, also from the same wave, as well as the Marvel Legends retro-carded grown-ass Spider-Man. Say something weird to this dude. He will lay your old ass out. News team, assemble! We have the retro, super retro 95, 94, 95 Peter Parker from the original Spider-Man cartoon toy line and the NECA Ninja Turtles cartoon April O'Neil with Channel 6 News. Film at 11. And here he is next to my hand-selected average 6-inch scale figures, the Marvel Legends 2 Emo for Pizza Spider-Man and the Marvel Legends Morning Coffee, mostly Bucky Cap Deadpool. In summary, not much new to say about an old-ass suit body, but what else would you put here? This absolutely does the trick. These heads put it over the top, and even just the choice of the hands. You get 4 total, but to all of these random-ass gestures, you know what I mean? He's counting it off here. This nonsense printing on the leg absolutely hurts it. I mean, it's arrogance, right? These people are just arrogant friggin' jerks knowing that you'll buy anything they put in front of you. Sorry about your rancor. But I bought their toys, they didn't buy me, so I can say whatever I want, man. Like, these are really nice heads. And so I do really enjoy having this figure here. I wish there was more availability, yes, fine-tuning on sculpts, things that don't work, the crazy feet, do something else with the numbers. But keep giving us extra heads and these exquisitely detailed facial features and things like that. They get better all the time, and you really give these, I guess, smaller, more expensive specialty companies a run for their money. I recently watched a review of some kind of $150 ludicrous Master Chief from the Halo games that's, like, better in a couple of ways than the $20 Jazzwares one, but worse in other ways. That's unacceptable. There aren't any other competitors here, and for me, that's a lot of it. You could just strictly buy you Fig Arts or Mayfex or whatever, but what, are you going to have, like, 6 guys, 6 toys after 3 or 8 years? You know what I mean? I got hundreds of these. Hasbro, they're just swimming in money. You're welcome, guys. Hook me up with some. So, yeah, at the end of the day, man, I love this thing. This is really cool. He's going to be standing. He's going to be pointing. He's going to be shouting at people. I'm going to continue to do this terrible Jameson voice right up until the day. Days away. But if you made it this far, guys, I really appreciate it. Leave a like, subscribe, comment. Let's talk about this stuff. I love you all, and you're beautiful. Peace.
Peace? Everybody wants peace. Well, it's gonna be a war if you don't get me some Snapchats of Spider-Man. I got fingers on my lips. Toys that I'm touching, I don't want to put them down. Instead, I want to talk about them. Yes, fresh. Smell the plastic that I crave. I want to shop. I can't be having Bruce Banner. I'm Dr. Rubber Band on Bruce Jenner. And you can call me Dr. Jenner. We can talk comic books, but we're here to talk toys. Be proud, make noise.